Yes, what's good? Maniacal Mac.
I'm Hibbs.
And welcome to the next episode of DUD or SPUD. And in today's episode, what are we going for, Hibbs?
I've forgotten the bloody name again. Burn in Hell.
Oh, shit.
Burn in Hell.
You brought it back. So we're watching a film called The Burn in Hell. From what I know about this, how true this is, I don't know. I read up. I think this was like a film made for Christians, kind of for a small group of them, but never really intended to go out in the public. I don't know the full story of it. People down below comment if you know. But it's less than an hour, this whole film.
57-minute
57
movie.
minutes, that's with credits beginning to end, so great, I guess, isn't it? We saw a bit of a trailer of it. It looks like super cheap, but apparently there's loads of depictions of hell in it. So how are they going to do it on a super cheap budget? We're going to find out, and I'm sure we're going to fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, I was hoping we were going to get on a run of Spuds, but I'm not so sure now with this one. But we were going to watch, what was it called?
Slaughter High, but then literally about 5 minutes through it, I was like,
yeah.
Bro, I've seen this. And I was calling it, it was like, can't do it, it's not genuine, is it? It's only films we haven't seen because you get the genuine reactions
yeah, so,
in it.
But that probably could have been a Spuds, but hopefully this
would have
will,
been.
but I'm not confident.
Well, we're going to find out now, so me and Hibbs are going to go through the journey of the burning hell, and we'll either return unscathed or absolutely burned to the crisp. Let's find out, shall we?
Let's find out.
Boom, back with you soon. Well, fucking K. So we've just finished watching The Burning Hell. Fucking hell, The Burning fucking hell. Fuck me, fucking.
Shocking.
So, basically, it's a Christian propaganda film. So it is to what they said. It was never meant to get released for the public. It was like the evangelitic? I can't fucking say it. Society. So I think it was made for them. And then, obviously, for what it was, people put it out there. But, so, mate, with this film, being a Christian propaganda film, which what it was, basically, you know, come to Jesus, you know, repent your sins, I'm not sure if they were promoting Satan or Jesus in you.
I'm not sure what they were doing. I think
whose side were they on?
Oh, I just think the whole thing was stupid. So basically, there was a preacher that narrated or talked through the whole thing, and they were just like talking about which people go to hell, which people go to heaven, and but yeah, rather which I thought in the trailer they were like sending people there or something like, or there was some sort of like
at least a
action horror
storyline
in it, but it was just crazy. It was just about stories out of the Bible, who goes to hell and who goes to heaven, and but he's telling it to a guy who was with his mate who was in a motorbike accident, and just before they were in that accident they were speaking to the preacher and they're going, I don't care about church, I got some living to do.
Yeah.
That's where you two are headed for right now.
What are you talking about? Moses sent innocent people to hell. You're fucked.
You know,
you're
and they decided to go on the motorbikes, messing about. The one guy dies on his motorbike.
But then I called it, didn't I? Because when the guy stops and the other one goes ahead, isn't it? Ahead, pun intended.
Yeah.
But he goes ahead, and then I called it. I go, bro, this film's not going to have a budget now. You won't hear of a crash or nothing. He's going to turn up behind him, and he's going to be there dead. And as I called in it, because the guy had to stop for a little bit, and then he comes up behind him, because the guy's raced off ahead, and then literally, as he comes there, it's like loads of paint. His body's there by a tree, his bike's down, there's loads of paint, and then he zooms out, and his head's in his helmet, like a bit of gore as well, like a slack on the neck, innit? It looks like a bit of gore. You won't see the accident, you'll just find him there laying on the fucking floor, I bet. I fucking knew it, did I tell you? They couldn't afford the budget for an accident. So fucking just put a bit of paint on him. Is that his head? Decapitated, bro. That's his head.
What the fuck?
Mate, for a Christian film, that's extremely gory, isn't it? Fucking hell. He was like, fucking hell, that was actually a bit of a gory scene. So then that guy, innit, his friend, definitely done drugs. Would you say?
Yeah. It was basically, yeah. I mean, his part in the whole film was basically sitting there listening to the preacher who didn't shut up the whole film, and it was just him sitting there, and every scene that cut to him, he was like, oh, where am I? Oh, I've just woken up. Let's do some more drugs. I don't know. Yeah, he just seemed like he just took drugs and sat there the whole film.
That happened like a million times throughout the scene, 'cause that's what we were laughing about mostly,
Yeah.
because he was kind of there, and then like when the camera would cut to him, he'd go like, like he just woken up or something. Because there's that one scene, remember, where the woman, it pans over and the woman's like that, kind of looking at him, and then as it pans to him, he's like like that again, innit? Because we were joking, saying that woman was like, that was never meant to happen. That shot, that woman's going, "You fucking falling asleep again, wake up," and he's like, "Oh fuck," but they put it on camera, but it was quite funny, that scene, like.
It is in reference to one of the King Herods who was making a speech at Caesarea.
He is fucking falling asleep.
This was the Herod who killed James and sought to kill
And he's like,
Peter.
shit.
He's just walking.
Do you know why the woman was
Where am
looking
I?
at him? She was like, as if to say, "The camera's on you, you fucking idiot." And he was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Like,
Where am I? Where am I?
Yeah.
That was his eyes.
It's been constantly, every time the camera goes to him, bro, he looks like he's just waking up again.
About coming events, according to this book.
He's fucking,
I see. What book is that?
he's drunk or something, isn't he? He's slurring his words a bit, and he's just kind of
You
like,
fellas came to talk about prophecy. Why don't you just stick? Many of you know that you have been witness to time and time again, but you still are
see him
not
just
saved.
go like that
Why
then.
not?
Oh,
Some
shit,
of you
we're
are
on
still
film.
lost because you're afraid of what your friends would say if you should accept Christ. And the same applies to friends and relatives of your own.
he's struggling to stay awake, bless him, isn't he?
There is only one answer.
It's kicking in. Oh
hell.
shit. Oh shit, it's kicking in. I'm seeing images of my friend.
And hell is real and hot and
Oh
terrible.
shit, man.
I thank God
Kicking
for
in,
preachers
boy.
who still preach it this way. No doubt right now you
Man,
recall other
you gotta
churches
give it to this guy.
where you turned
He is
down
riding
God
that
to
high
be saved.
well, bro.
I plead with you today.
Look
to
at
come
him.
to
He's
give
like
your
this
heart
every
and
time,
life
bro.
Steph, yeah, something, man.
Woo!
like one of the thieves.
Diabetes has or anyone.
This guy's the best
Oh,
guy in it.
fucking-
He's just going.
They literally just gonna go come in the back
He's
room.
off to do some
Yeah,
drugs.
come in the back room with me, mate, and I'll give you a top up. I'll get you right sorted out. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
no.
quick, there's a line on there.
It's like
for
it's
him, there's
yeah.
a line
No
on
one's
there.
looking. Do it now, sweet.
You got one for me, buddy?
Yeah.
You got one for me, buddy?
Yeah, he's just taking it. He's just taking his line, bro.
That looked like, even looked like he did do it, yeah. Yeah, he was clearly smoking crack or something.
How about the very intro though? So Moses, when he introduced Moses with the beautiful beard, his real beard and his real hair.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, Moses looked more like, it was more like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Father Christmas, literally. I've just thought they proper overdid the hair and his eyebrows. His eyebrows are bigger than his face.
Yeah, they look like grey slugs, don't they, across
Yeah,
his
but
face?
Is that God?
Is that supposed to be?
That's Moses.
The Lord has sent me
They've overdone the hair a bit, haven't they?
Just a bit and a beard, and look at the eyebrows.
It's more like bloody Father Christmas.
No, if he let himself go.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
So what I've learned from this film is that Moses was a sadist because some guy's mouthing him off like, "I don't believe in you, blah blah blah," and he goes, "Prove it, do a miracle then if you can do it. Do it then, prove it, Pat." And then Moses starts going,
Just fucks him
shakes
up, like.
everything, and then the people who said nothing, just the innocent people around, everyone just starts burning and falling and going to hell. It's like, fair enough, you've done it to one guy, which even then, that's going too far. But then, yeah, everyone's just dying.
Moses, you take too much upon yourself, saying you're holy. What about us?
Fuck off, Moses. What are you talking about, Moses? Oh,
And
no,
the
wait.
earth would open up her mouth and swallow them up, all that appertain unto them.
You better watch out. You better not shout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why.
I say if you're going to do something, do it now.
Yeah, he's calling him out, bro. If you're gonna do something, do it now. There's a bit of fun to it.
Is he gonna
What? What?
What the hell?
The dude just said, "Look, prove that you got some shit to do," and he's chucking him to hell for it. That's a bit extreme, isn't it? Everyone's going to hell. What did they do?
Bad Santa, man.
But bro, what did they do? He was the
Nothing.
only one mouthing off, and look at this. Jesus Christ, Moses is fucking sadistic.
Does that shock you?
Yeah, I didn't know Moses was a fucking
Because we
Satanist.
give you a
And then so I've learnt that Moses Because the guy literally goes out, like, says after, this is one of the stories from the Bible. I'm like, I didn't read the Bible, but I don't remember the story where Moses was a sadist who killed innocent people and sent them to hell. If he did, fair enough, but that's what this film told us, bro.
Yeah, this film told us a lot of things. It was, I just think it was, yeah, it's probably one of the stupidest films I've ever watched. It was just basically some stories out of the Bible telling to the guy who looked like he'd taken drugs, and that was it. And that was the end.
Yeah, the thing is, we're probably going to say loads of parts out of order, because this film didn't have an order. Well,
it didn't have any order,
yeah.
any direction. It was like cut into different scenes, or it seemed like different.
Here's another example of a story
loads of
from
stock
hell.
footage, probably, or something
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
volcanoes. So there's like when they go like the main, and they're trying to get really deep with the music, and the most, I guess you can call it the most tense parts, they just show stock footage of like volcanoes erupting, going hell, hell, hell. Here's some footage of a volcano erupting. Absolutely terrible.
And I don't know, the bits where they were showing hell, it was meant to be
In a quarry.
the
wasn't
guy's
it?
imagination of hell. The guy that was like looked like he was on drugs. He's looked like he was on something. It was his imagination of hell apparently. But for some reason, I don't know why, he seemed to imagine that when you're in hell, you covered in shit. Well,
Yeah.
it looked like they were covered in shit. Or,
Yeah, all of them like look like they just crawled out of
or it
fucking
wouldn't just be mud.
sewer
You
system.
wouldn't care much about mud. I
No,
suppose.
it was
just about
shit,
whatever,
bro.
but-
It looked like they crawled out of a sewer
Yeah.
system. Are they covered in shit?
Oh, God,
No, genuinely, are they covered in shit or
I
something?
think they, yeah.
That's too thick for mud, isn't it?
Is that what?
Mate, like, to be fair, if that's hell, you're kind of just standing around where flames don't affect you. Don't seem that bad, does it? Like, it's full of loony bins, just go and find a quiet area and chill out, like, you know, so that was a standard thing in hell. And then flames, what I've learned about hell as well with this film, is flames, even though they're there burning you, can literally just be like, oh, I don't want to be here in hell. I don't like this. Oh no, even though apparently like there's stock footage flames just burning up there. So I've learned in hell, fire isn't real, it's just stock footage flames.
Thou art Lazarus. Back to earth.
Shut it down! Shut
My brothers. Let they also come.
Is he smiling?
Mizra? Mizra! It is
Mizra.
I, the king of Babylon.
Clear away, Belshazzar. It's because of you don't remember this thing.
You'll be glad to see me.
Well, I'm not. You led me in paths of unrighteousness through this. Now you've got me.
He is fucking
This
wrecked.
awful pain.
So that's good to know. If you're ever sent to hell, the whole, like, you're going to burn in hell, nah, they're just it's stock footage flames. You'll be alright, mate. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
and there was a part of it towards the end, like where they were showing the hell, and then for some reason the guy they were showing, well, obviously they were showing bits of the Bible, so this part of hell they were showing that the guy that killed John the Baptist, or apparently killed
funny,
John the
like.
Baptist, was baptized Jesus. He was in hell, and he apparently thought that everyone was John the Baptist in hell. That was like his punishment. I don't really know why, so I guess he had to kill someone every day.
So yeah, he's always
Yeah.
killing people in
And
hell.
Ask yourself if it's worth it to go to hell. If you were in hell this very moment, you'd change your mind. In all probability, you'd see some
He's
of
like,
these same
where am I?
words
Where am
mentioned
I?
in the Bible.
It feels like a week since this shit happened. I just want to go home now. Oh, he's there.
he's in hell,
there, is he?
Or he's at least imagining one.
Oh yeah, in his imagination. Yeah.
Covered in shit. So is that part of just in hell? You got to be covered in shit. I don't know. I'm still fucking high. How do I know?
He chopped off the head of John the Baptist and gave it to Salome.
But on top of that, he had somebody in charge of him, which basically looked like he had a mask on, but it looked like, well, he looked like David Hasselhoff in a mask.
Yeah, that was
really.
it. I don't know if that was meant to be Satan or what.
Oh, not a mask, sorry, face paint or
Yeah.
something.
I don't know if that was meant to be
It was
Satan or
yeah,
what.
it was
I don't
basically David Hasselhoff doing the League of Gentlemen or something. I don't know, like, that would be
know.
punishment.
What is that? Is that supposed to be scary or something?
Oh, no, imagine you were in hell and then you see now. Would you be like, oh shit? Or would you be
I'd be
like,
pissing
would you be
myself.
like, come on, then?
Must have just arrived. That's the way he killed his brother.
I keep thinking this guy looks like David Hasselhoff in face
There
paint.
is something going on
It's
with that.
Hasselhoff, bro.
It's the hair, I think, though.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know if anyone's
yeah.
ever seen the League of Gentlemen. Anyone who watches this has ever seen it, but it's that big creepy guy in it weird guy in the League of
Dave, the
Dave,
clown
yeah,
face
yeah.
fucker. Like,
It was
reminds me of
basically
him a bit,
David
like.
Hasselhoff, like doing it, wasn't
Dave.
it?
Well, you say David Hasselhoff, Dave. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that was his name. But yeah, definitely put that clip in because I think he looks exactly like
I
him
know
with
the
face
one you're
paint
on
on.
But yeah, he's like, it's weird as shit. Like, but yeah, so there's a lot of like just scenes basically in it. Just like, as I said, the funniest part is a guy tripping out and he keeps shooting back to him, and I swear down he's tripping, bro, because he's like, oh fucking, he's just. He looks like he's like, you know, whoo, fucking hell, what am I doing here? Whoa, don't look with it. Like, you just see everyone else said all like that. Because it looks like they just filmed a real, an actual service, didn't it? And they were like, oh, we'll just include this and just have a little acted out part. Because he walks into the church all fucking weird, and that was quite funny.
What do you think of when the word hell is used? Is it just a byword to fill up conversation? Many people
Literally.
use the words hell and damn so lightly
Look at
that
his
even
little
when a
tear,
preacher
bro.
uses them, some people consider him to be cursing. Yet God did not intend for this to be the case. These words used in the Bible were intended to bring conviction and repentance to the sinner. Hear
This
Mark
dude is
16,
baked as
16.
fuck.
He that believeth not shall.
He lost control.
Mate, this is close to Neil Breen. Remember when that film when his mate committed suicide? I can't believe you committed suicide. I can't believe it. It's close, bro. After his friend dies, he goes straight to the church. He doesn't report his friend's decapitated head or nothing. Goes straight to the church, and then yeah, that was it. She goes straight to the church, all upset. Again, not reporting it to the police, none of that shit. He's straight to the church, and then as he's sitting down, the next scene, he's pretty much like, "Oh, I hate the church. I don't want to be here." It's like your friend just you saw your friend's decapitated head. You didn't report to the police. Didn't go to the hospital. Didn't do none of that. You walk straight to a church, and then the next scene, you're moaning, "Why am I in church?" And then that's why we're convinced he's on drugs, because he made no sense. He's just like this, then, like, kind of the whole time then, isn't he, pretty much? Was there any other, like, kind of scenes I'm thinking of? I think there was a little funny moments we laughed at with the acting.
I feel sick. There's a pain.
Oh my god, this is his death scene. Oh, I can't feel my heart. Oh no, I am dead. Oh.
I'll get a physician.
But it was too late for a physician.
That
to
was
do him any
Oscar
good.
nomination.
He was dead.
Fucking, that
He
was
had attended his
oh,
last banquet.
that was one of the best death scenes I've ever seen in a film, bro, honestly. Like, oh, my heart. Oh no, my chest.
Not even panicked. Just not even
Just
panicking
that was the most
about it.
calmest fucking heart attack I've ever seen in my life. There was a lot of fake beards.
Yeah, the fake beards are funny. Like he just. Oh, I don't know. Like it was a painful movie, really, most of it. So it's hard to pick up. It was hard to stay concentrated
Yeah.
at times. But
Well, the other thing, bro, I can mention, it was a 57-minute movie, and you were like, oh, it feels like fucking 57 weeks, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
you know
and
what I
then
mean?
he was like, yeah, actually, no, it feels like 57 months. I'm gonna change that again. It actually felt like 57 years.
Felt like 57
It was
centuries. bro.
yeah, it was the longest 57 minutes.
So
of my life.
basically, the one thing I can give about this film is I think I know what
Yeah.
it feels like to be in hell in real life.
And that,
Do you know the ironic thing about this film? Me and you, while still alive, we can say we actually know what it'd be like to go to hell. This film's about going to hell. Watching this film, I would have preferred to go to hell. So we've been blessed in a weird way, because if we ever go to hell, it cannot be as bad as watching this film. Nothing will ever be as more hellish in this film. So bring on hell, that's what I'm saying. If it happens, fuck it. But yeah, again, 57-minute film. I'd say a good like half of it we were like this.
Neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead.
Why was the rich man so anxious for his brothers to be warned about hell? Not. He still had himself in mind.
Another one on
He
drugs
knew
there,
that if
I
his
think.
brothers came to hell,
I think
they
they're all
would
on
accuse
fucking
him
drugs
of
to be
leading
there,
him
bro.
there,
You'd have to
and
be,
this
wouldn't you,
would
to hear
add
this
to
guy
his
blabber
torture.
on for however fucking
But
long he
come to
has.
hell for him and all other inhabitants of hell. It's the threat of that eventual day when he and they must stand before the great white throne
Fucking
for
hell.
judgment. What shame and disgrace when their record is presented there.
This is
He
getting
knows that
painful
after
now.
his record has been read, he will hear the words, "Depart
I'm
from
just
me,
like, not to
ye
sound
cursed,
morbid, but I'm just
into
looking for the closest blade just to
Prepare for the devil and his
to
angels.
get the fuck out of this film.
Then I shall be cast into the eternal lake.
Every
But
sinner
like,
will still be in hell.
I'm not being
1
funny,
billion
like, if
years
every
from now,
Sunday
the
I had to hear
inhabitants
this
of
guy
hell
blabber
will
on
be
for how many
sinning,
hours it was, I would
cursing,
fucking
crying,
100%
in pain
need a
that no
fucking
mortal man
psychiatrist
has
after
to
about 2
experience.
weeks.
It's just time you ain't getting back back in your life.
No,
is it? What way-
bro, I really think after two full, if I was to take this seriously, sit there, not say a word, and listen to him, I reckon I could do it 2 times, and that'll be it. I would go postal, bro. Boom. You know, kind of like that, you know, trying to laugh, like, not trying, but laughing at certain moments that were funny, but overall, because it was like a Christian propaganda film, it was just that guy blabbering on, showing real life service, and then just cut into like, here's a story I'm going to say about this, and then when he did like the acting parts, that was the best funny part of it. But then besides that, there wasn't really much to add to this one, really, I don't think, unless, can you think of anything in particular, or a certain scene we might not have mentioned, or anything else that was worth a mention you can think?
No, but it's tough,
No.
really. Like, it was pretty limited, like, so there wasn't a lot of action or bits you and caught a surprise by. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
surprised. Like,
rubbish
so,
overall.
like, with the makeups and that, most of them, we said people covered in sewage shit. Some people with maggots on their faces. There was like a guy with face paint. There was a woman at one point that looked like they actually done something with her eyes. It looked a bit demonic. What's going on with her face? They actually got a bit of makeup on one of them, fair play. And then I think the best they done was the dude with his head like in the fucking helmet, because it was actually like a trail of like flesh and that coming out, like, you know, it was at a distance, but overall probably made for about, I know, 80 quid. Probably cost them no more than 80 quid to make this, I would have said, on a budget. But
God
80,
knows.
at most 80 quid, I would have
Not
thought.
much.
But yeah, because it was only a 57-minute film, we haven't really got too much to say on this one, I guess. So should we just get straight to the what are your thoughts, even though this is pretty obvious one? Mr. Hibbertron, would you like to say
yeah.
what you think about it? Give your little final
Yeah.
thoughts and your little ranking, my friend.
Sure, I mean, I would say normally as well, we annoyed you in this film. I'm just going to say everyone.
Yeah.
It was us, everyone was shit. And
Although
everyone
I
annoyed
was
me.
down with the, weirdly enough, the
Oh,
only
apart
guy...
from the spinning out guy, he
that's-
was the
I was gonna
funniest guy
say,
in it.
that's the only guy we related to, because even he was like this, like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
Today, you can be saved. Today,
His face head is
you can
literally
come
us,
to
bro,
Lord
innit?
Jesus Christ and have
He's the
salvation.
audience, man.
Is he watching his own movie? Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
most relatable character so far, the guy on drugs for me. The guy, he's just like this, bro. Fucking, what am I here for? But then he was like, no, he's just on drugs and he's fucked off his head. So, weirdly, I relate to him, but in the sense of like, I feel like the odd one out here, I don't want to be here kind of thing.
I felt like I was forcing myself to look for things to entertain me in
Yeah,
the movie.
there was a
yeah.
lot of that. But yeah, I suppose say your piece and then give your
Yeah.
view, your ranking, bro.
Yeah, it was just, as I say, a terrible movie. 57 minutes, I'll never get back. And no, unfortunately, that didn't include the credit. So the credit just finished.
Yeah, it
and
just cuts off.
that
doesn't
was
it?
actually the whole
Credits were on the
57 minutes,
beginning.
unfortunately, because if it did, you know, with a bit of luck, it could have finished like 50.
Shave a minute or two
yeah,
off it at a
it
bet.
was like 5 minutes early or
Because
something.
shaving a minute or two off this film would feel like
Yeah.
shaving 2 hours off it, wouldn't it? Like, you
that
know?
would feel like
Mm.
actual heaven, never mind hell. So yeah.
So what are you saying, bro, over there?
It goes without saying. It's 100% dud. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, you know.
Complete dud.
Again, like, as Hibbert says, I echo his statement, really. Like, you know, all I can add to this, really, is, you know, blatant fucking Christian propaganda piece. So, you know, I thought it was going to be funny, if you know what I mean, because if you see a lot of these Christian propaganda pieces, they're, like, hilarious, like, unintentionally, but there was some of that moments in here, but it just dragged on. He was chatting so much fucking shit. I felt like I was fucking more drugged up than the guy who was on fucking acid, it seemed like, in real life on the film. I felt like I was more fucking drugged out than him watching it, so I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? And, you know, like Hib said, it was hard. There were certain moments we were reacting to, but most of it was like that. But, yeah.
What I would say, just before you give your verdict, is basically, right, if you're into going to church and you fancy going to church but you don't want to leave your house, just chuck this movie on. I feel like I've been at church, basically.
I would disagree entirely, bro. If you want to, like, fucking be put off Christian religion, watch this film. Because what I've learned from this film, and they openly say Moses was a Satanist. So basically, and yeah, there was another scene.
Oh, no, I'm just taking the piss.
No,
but
what
it
was that?
this
No,
is
no,
the guy
what was that other
preaching all the way
scene? What
through,
was that
wasn't
other scene? Now you've mentioned it.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly, but like it's another Christian supposed to be nice, but he's just like doing some shit. It's like that's fucking mean behaviour, but they were trying to justify it. So no, I like obviously a dud, like straight up dud. Called the Burning Hell. Why would you call it the Burning Hell? Like it's you know, we were expecting something better, but
How can they call this Burning Hell?
fuck knows, mate. Why would they make it is my first question. Let alone have a title name. Why even fucking come up
A
with
cool
it?
title name like that, and it's like
Yeah, what a letdown.
this.
Absolute letdown. Yeah, as I say, man, I've seen plenty of Christian propaganda things that are actually funny. This one here was a bit of a slog, so it just weren't worth it at all, you know. So I would just say skip it, don't even bother. If you heard about it, don't bother. It's a waste of time. Even a few funny moments, it's not worth what felt like 57 years to watch a 57-minute film, really.
Yeah, just like I say, terrible. It just felt like I say, church just boring. It just felt like listening to a preacher phone.
Well, it was. That's what
The
it
whole
was,
film,
with
and
little
that's what it
parts
was.
of them
Yeah.
talking, acted out parts in hell here and there.
Don't
In a
watch this.
quarry, by the way. Their hell was in a quarry.
That we see for the first time people actually being put into hell.
That's what hell looks like in their eyes, a quarry. What? If that's where they film hell, do you think that's why they're saying that for their excuse when they film hell in a quarry? Filmed it in a quarry. But yeah, nothing else to say. I've been Maniacal Mac.
I'm Hibbs.
So hopefully the next one we'll get a better episode, because this was just like a quick one. But yeah, it's been DUD or SPUD. Hope you've enjoyed. Peace.
I can do nothing but sit here and wait for a few crumbs.
All you beggars who are like,
I thought you were going to say wait to
go
die,
to the kitchen
like.
and get a piece of stale bread. Mind you, stale bread, and give to this miserable poor.
Make sure it's
wretched
stale,
beggar.
like rude Kent.
Is he not seeing the flaw in his own fucking statement there? So he passed his soul to the guy who made him fucking homeless to say when I die he's gonna look after me. Are you fucking mad?
There can never be a place.
He made you homeless and you got your trust in him.
Think about it though, right? There can never be a place where everlasting peace and joy. It can't be, can it?
No.
Because think about it, everything's got a shelf life.
Of course,
People get bored, man. They'll get bored of it.
and they'll
They'll
turn
get
into-
bored of all the
you
peace and
become
joy.
mate, when everything's so nice for a while, you're like, I need some destruction and chaos because everything's too nice, and that is what happens.
People get bored. I'm not saying like people like us, but some people will get bored of that, and then they'll just like they'll be bored of peace and joy and want some dramas.
Oh, people like me would definitely be 100%.
He reminds me like of a different version. What's that guy off basketball? You know, that's the short guy off
Oh
basketball.
yeah, like I don't know his
can't
name,
really
but I know
call
the
it now,
guy on
yeah.
about. He's done a few things with him, like,
He
hasn't he?
reminds me of him like his like weird uncle or something.
Yeah.
He can and he has. I gave my soul to him and he saved me.
You don't look
And now
saved
you're
to me.
homeless on the streets. He didn't do a good job of saving you, did he? That's not a good look, is it? Jesus saved me, so why are you asking me for bread and you're homeless on the verge of death if Jesus saved you then?
Yeah, he shows you one like.
He took my sins away, brought peace to my soul,
And left me on the street.
and made me acceptable to God.
Nah, fuck that. Keep your sins and stay in a fucking house in that case.
Be hungry.
So, his favour for fucking giving his soul, making him homeless, have a fucking disgraceful life, everything ruined, and then he dies a nice
Just to get
painful
life back,
way,
got food.
was just to fucking kneel next to him. That's like me going to you, Hibbs, right? That's like me going to you, right, bro? I will give you the best afterlife you can ever have on a condition right now. I gotta take your flat, everything you own, your whole family. You gotta you gotta die a painful disease, and then when you come back, all I do is go on your knees next to me, buddy. That's what you do. That's your position. That's what he got out of it.
And you can have food. That's it, you got
I
food
suppose
for
if you're one of them weird gimps and you're into it, that's a perfect thing. But there's like what, not many of them people in the world, is it? I think most people would be a bit like, you're fucking taking the piss. Are you fucking serious? I don't know if it's my hearing that bad, but like I hear the odd word they say, but most of it to me sounds like and now It's just I can't work out the words they're saying because he's like one will start doing it and the other will do it like a reverb or bit after, and then the other will do a bit after, and there's like three of them going I know. You're like fuck, I don't know.
She's on a solo, but yeah.
Oh yeah, she's going down for it. Like they've all forgot the lyrics, bro. They're like shit.
For those who reject the Lord Jesus Christ through whom
What the fuck have we
salvation
decided to
can
watch?
be attained.
All I'm thinking right now is, bro, the amount of samples I can smack out of that,
Then there
bro.
must be a hell.
Repent. Repent. You know what I mean? Get scratching up his vocals with a bit of isotope vinyl and whatnot.
To take the
He
doctrine
sounds
It's not
so
even.
bored.
It's not even acted. It's like watching
Yeah,
just a real
I
life
think they
church
did.
session.
I think they have. But he seems, look how bored he seems about it. He's like, it's like, dude, like, I get you've been doing it for years, but if you're not passionate about it more, don't I say everything?
To take away the vaccine and leave the smallpox. To
Take away the vaccine. This came out in 74, bro. They're ahead of the time.
Peter, Korah, Dathan, and Abiram rebelled against God's
Just waiting for him to be
appointed
called
leaders,
Korah,
Moses and
Nathan.
Aaron. Moses told, and forever.
Does it talk about how Moses is a fucking Satanist? And sends fucking people who done fuck all to the fucking depths of flames?
All will be one long night of sorrow, remorse, and regret forever and forever.
So basically
Oh, how
normal
such
life.
memories will haunt you in hell.
So
You
no
will not
different
be
to
able to get
normal
away
life.
from them.
Sorrow,
Go back to your
regret
mind.
hour after hour.
Think.
Just,
Perhaps
yeah,
you made fun
reality.
of someone passing out trash. If so, you will regret it
Did he
down
just
there.
say something about coming
Notice
with
what
the glory
happens
of
to
our
friendships
Father?
in hell.
Something of
From
them
the book of
lines.
Daniel,
I
we
heard
have the story
come,
of King
glory and Father in the
Belshazzar
same
on earth.
sentence.
Then he lived it up with
Don't
his
know.
friends. What a day of confusion it must have been
He's
for
chatting
him,
so much
with
fucking
all
shit,
of
it's
his
hard to
kingly
keep
It is,
powers
bro,
stripped
innit?
from him.
If that was what met me in hell, I would be like, right, I'm not dead, I'm just in a weird BDSM party. I got drunk, passed out, and someone took me to some fucking fetish hotel.
Look at that, that's well out of sync.
So...
His error would soon be just a dim memory as the worms devoured him. They feasted on his black heart.
They just
relishing his
turn up
bloodless
like that,
intestines.
though.
They devoured his eyeballs, his face, and all of him until nothing
And
was
all
left.
of it.
Was this like a
Rotten
festival
corn
over a
that
period of
washed
days
the
and they watched the
evil
body
Herod.
rot?
What
No,
a
apparently that
horrible
really
That happened in
What
seconds.
an
I
awful
think.
stench there must have been. Does this give
According
you
to the
nauseating
truth that this
feeling?
guy comes up
Then
with,
think what it would be like
I can only
not to
believe him.
behold it.
For his mansion with my Lord.
If you're referring
With my
to
what?
good and dear friend King
Did I...
Herod,
No, he
why,
didn't
he
say
wouldn't
what I
have
think
you
he
within
said.
a mile of
With
him.
my...
Sounded like.
Did he say with my whore?
It sounded
That's what I
like.
heard.
That he may dip the tip of his
So,
finger in
they
water.
just spend their time just
Cool my
watching
tongue,
people
for
getting
I am
flamed up
tormented
anyway.
in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember,
That's
that
quite
thou in
sick,
thy
innit, if you think
lifetime
about it. What do you do with your
receivest
time?
thy
You just
good
watch
things,
people
and
burning in hell
likewise
while
thy
I'm
evil
safe in
things.
heaven.
But now he
So you're more
suffered
sadistic because you're
and
watching
thou
it.
art
Surely you'd be
tormented.
like, that's
And
horrible,
beside
I
all
just
this,
don't want nothing to do with it.
between
But he's
us and
spending
you
time
there's
just
a great
staring at people in
gulf
hell
fixed,
burning.
so that they which would pass from hence to
Okay.
you cannot. Chapter 16.
This guy looks like he's getting pulled on strings. He's
Yeah.
really buffet, this guy.
From fucking
He
Thunderbirds,
just, it
bro.
was like, it was just like that. The guy was stopped talking, he went, it's
And in
time,
that place,
and just started like,
clearly and plainly depicted.
look at him, look how animated his head is, like, look at his head just going.
He's right at the beginning of the stage of the on the drugs or whatever our main character's on, bro. What? Is this a theatre show or hell?
Well, in
I
the
don't
first
remember
place, there are
fucking
many
Moses sending
modernistic
people to the
preachers
depths of
who are
hell, do
telling
you?
their congregations
just opening the
that hell
waters.
is simply
Yeah, he
pure
parted
word
the seas,
when the
but
Bible
at what
teaches
point did he, like,
otherwise. It was
oh,
some
just to
months back
fucking be an
when I was
ego to show
preparing
he
a
got some
sermon.
power and chucking you to hell? I do not
My
remember that
subject was
happening.
hell. My wife had let
Not
the
saying I know
children
everything
in
about the
this
Bible, but
I had no idea what
I
they
think I would have known
wanted.
about Moses
They had
sending
no
people to
idea I was
hell
a preacher.
for his own amusement.
Yeah, I can't say I've ended.
Yeah.
Good morning, gentlemen.
This film is so appalling, man.
Oh,
It's
it's
just so bad.
please be the end. Yes.
That's the end. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Maniacal Mac.